Welcome into Date Palm Field. Spring training action on MLB The Show. It's the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers. First pitch coming your way next. And taking the ball for Milwaukee, Babe Boomer. And Singy, she's one of the most dominant arms in all of baseball.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does she have a feel for all of those pitches, or is she just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where she wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if she can, she's going to be very tough for the opponent today.
And we're underway here this afternoon. High fly ball, right field. Chorio settles under this one, and there's one down.
Batting second, the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz.
De La Cruz matched a homer in his last game. On the ground. And foul ball. Boomer, multi-time All-Star, 22 years old. She's playing today in her home state of Arizona. Goes down looking.
Batting third, the third baseman, number 3, Alex.
2 outs,
Bregman.
base is empty. Now the third baseman, Alex Bregman. And he'll challenge that called strike. So the call will stand. 1 challenge remaining for them now.
She's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
2 down, nobody on. Got him looking. That was pretty nasty. Now it's the Brewers' turn. It's a scoreless ball game. You're watching Brewers baseball on The Show, Wisconsin. 1 down. And here's the slugger who starts at DH, Babe Boomer.
All 1.
She's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. She's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Here's a 2-0. And another ball. Liner, base hit. So a runner aboard now with 1 away.
Hey, that ball was hit hard.
That swing is all about confidence. Sitting pretty with a 3-0 count and using it to your advantage instead of wasting what turned out to be a good opportunity. A great job of hitting, and the result is a single. Good stuff.
The 0-1. Runner on the go. In the dirt. Throw to second. On a bounce. Safe.
Pretty impressive from the 3-hole hitter. Picks up the single, then swipes second to get into scoring position. Now, that's not going to show up on the slugging percentage very much, but it works the same way for the team. Let's see if they can drive her in now.
Boomer leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. On the ground, out to short. Slinging it to first in time.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 9,
Vinny Pasquantino. Now at the plate. Bregman. Gets him easily, ends the inning. Scoreless after 1. We move ahead to the top of the second now. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Pete Crow Armstrong. Foul ball there. Next offering is fouled back. The 0-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
We'll take a look at the sequence on that 3-pitch strikeout. Led it off with a couple of fastballs up in the zone, kind of challenging him to catch up, and that really opened up the bottom part of the strike zone because as a hitter, you're still thinking she might climb the ladder on you even more. Pretty much didn't stand a chance on that good changeup.
Breaking ball through there for a strike. Boomer. She's the kind of starter that a lot of pitching coaches and managers, well, really appreciate. Not someone who's going to get herself into trouble by dancing around, by walking batters. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Yes, she throws strikes, and you know she's got the command to be in the zone, be effective, but just moving the ball around, getting the ball back from the catcher, Boog, and throwing the pitch. Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. It's an interesting thing when you consider limiting walks. Is it more important today because of how many home runs are being hit?
No doubt. Keeping players off the base paths with the way the swings and the launch angles are today, the emphasis of hitting home runs is so huge. It's never been more important.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Yeah, I think the other part, though, as well, is it goes both ways because I think that guys at times are more than willing to give up walks because they'll come back and strike the next hitter out. Second inning here, no score. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. All set for the start of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Jonathan Long.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field. But he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Caught him looking for the K.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but she found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow her to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
That's a ball.
The lefty, the 1-0.
Nope, outside.
And that drops in for a strike. Now a pop-up on the infield.
Yours.
2 up, 2 down.
Batting ninth, the designated hitter, Eric Wagaman.
So up next, Eric Wagaman. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Tap foul at the plate. Two down, nobody on. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swings through it for the K. Picks up strikeout number 7. 9 straight retired here to start the game. This is Brewers baseball on the show, Wisconsin. As we go to the last of the third. Here's the Brewers DH, Babe Boomer.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
There's a line drive to left field. Takes it in for the out.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. She did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Hey.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Strikeout number 8.
Oh, there's the 3-pitch strikeout. She can do whatever she wants with the baseball right now.
Hey.
The Brewers up by 2. Top half of inning number 4. Oh, 0-2 now. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Bregman takes downstairs. Back to the mound. She's got it. Handles, throws to first. She has thrown 4 shutout innings. So 12 up, 12 down to begin the ball game. You're watching Brewers baseball on the show, Wisconsin. One out, bases full.
For the Brewers, the designated hitter, Babe Boomer.
She's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If she takes that approach, she could bust this game wide open.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. 1 run across, fires it to the plate, safe at home, and the runner scores from second. And it's 5-0.
Picks herself up a couple of ribbies. Really nice job staying up the middle with her approach. She didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
First and second, one out.
Brewers.
Jackson Chorio up now for the Brewers.
Go Rio.
2 on, 1 out. This one in the air, right field. Makes the grab on the run. 2 away.
Up next for the Brewers, the first baseman, number 9.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Vinny Pasquantino. 2 on, 2 outs. And they're all loaded up.
You get a walk, and you get a walk.
Next,
Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
The third baseman, number 6.
Here's Josh Young.
Young.
The 0-1. Now a pop-up on the infield. Long. And that's the inning. So they get 3 runs in the inning, but they also leave the bases loaded. We played 4. It's the Brewers 5 and the Cubs nothing. It's an NL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show.
Now pitching for the
We're
Brewers,
back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Chad Patrick.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
All loaded up. Babe Boomer, the next to hit. This hitter is one of the best athletes in the sport. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. 1 runs in. The second run scores. It's a 2-run single. It's 7-2.
Well, she was a little off balance. She got the front foot down, but was so great at keeping the hands back and allowed her still to get good wood to this baseball. Big one there. She drives in a couple of runs.
Up now for Milwaukee, Jackson Chorio.
Go Rio.
2 on, 2 outs. And that'll load the bases.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Vinny Pasquantino. And the 0-1. That one way inside.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. 1 run is in. In there safely. And they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Pretty good changeup on the outside corner, but he did exactly what you're supposed to do with that pitch. See it deep and keep your hands inside it to drive it the other way.
The Brewers going with a pinch hitter, Heston Kjerstad, trying to get something going for him with 2 away. Boomer was outstanding at the plate in this ball game and turned in a solid pitching performance too.
Yeah, and when she puts together a game like this, Boog, it's a good reminder that she has what it takes to excel as a two-way player here in the majors. She looked locked in at the dish for sure.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Spring training action on MLB The Show. It's the Milwaukee Brewers going up against the Colorado Rockies.
And now, please welcome your
first pitch coming your way next.
Colorado Rockies.
One down. Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Babe Boomer. Line drive, leaps and he's got it.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Man at first, one away.
Boomer.
That one is absolutely belted. This one looks like trouble. Marsh around third. He'll score, and they've tied it.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. She stayed balanced, and she squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers. One out and a runner at second. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Pitch kicks away from Alvarez. And it's a ball and a strike as the runner holds. Out towards right center field. Tracks it down for the out. And there's 2 away.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Here's Josh Young. And that one is lifted in the air. Perez going back on this one. And that'll do it. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. All tied 1-1. All set for the top of the 6th. Here's the Brewers DH, Babe Boomer. Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive, way back there. A massive home run. And the Brewers have the lead. It's 2-1.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
The Brewers going with a pinch hitter, Heston Kjerstad, looking for a 2-out hit with a runner in scoring position. Welcome into Date Palm Field. Spring training baseball coming your way. It's the Milwaukee Brewers and the Los Angeles Angels. First pitch coming your way next. And the batter now,
Batting
Babe
second,
Boomer.
the shortstop,
So we'll see what the
Babe
former
Boomer.
batting champ can do here, Chris. That one to first. Sheets. The flip to the pitcher covering. Barely got her for the out. Close play.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
A dive. Nice stop to first. And he gets her. Nicely done.
This guy's anticipation is off the charts. Don't see many shortstops better than that. Great job to complete the play and end the inning.
One out.
Up next
Runner at
for the
second.
Angels.
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate.
Number 12. Trent.
One out and a runner at second here in the last half of the third. Smoked into left field. Base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Comes through with the RBI. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
Number 44.
One out man at first. And here is Yordan Alvarez. Grounder off the pitcher. Still able to get it there in time. So a tough play, but they do get out number 2. The comebacker got him down low, and you can really see him favoring the leg. That's his plant leg, which might be a concern, Chris.
Yeah, you hope he's got some feeling in that leg so he can land on it, like you said. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay and try to continue, Boo.
Matt Shaw now at the plate. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Line drive. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 3 innings complete. Angels 2 and the Brewers nothing. 1 down.
The batter,
Luis
number 13.
Rengifo, the next
Second
to hit for the
baseman,
Angels.
Luis Rengifo.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Slings to first in time.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball
batter,
out of the
number
air.
3.
Lets the defense work
Shortstop,
behind him with another
Gary.
ground ball. Good execution.
So a man
Up
at
next for the
first.
Angels.
Here's Gavin Sheets
Number
now, left-hand
baseman,
bat.
Number 33, Gavin Sheets.
The 0-1. Hit on the ground, might be 2. To Horner at second for 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal.
catcher,
I like it because
Luis.
you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little.
And here comes Yordan Alvarez for a critical at bat. 2 on, 2 outs. On a bounce right side. There with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. Angels strand a couple as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Sam Aldegari.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Boomer launched a homer in her most recent game. The 1-0. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Nice grab. Throw to first, and they get the out.
Up next for Milwaukee, the right fielder, Jackson Chorio.
Pinch hitter coming on, Christian Franklin. He comes to the plate in a huge spot in this one. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Spring training baseball coming your way. It's the Seattle Mariners and the Milwaukee Brewers.
And now,
all right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
Milwaukee Brewers.
Digging in,
Batting
Babe
second,
Boomer.
the shortstop, Babe Boomer.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Toss to Naylor. 2 away now.
Batting third, the right fielder, Jackson.
First and second, 1 out. Leo Rivas
Leo
up next for the Mariners. 2 on, 1 out. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Not in time. He's safe.
Up next for Seattle, the first baseman, number 12, Josh Naylor.
Here's Brandon Nimmo.
Up next for Seattle, the right fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
The wide, the kick, and the 1-2. Out to short, Boomer. Tosses to first. That is the inning. And 1-2-3 go the Mariners. But they're on top 2-0.
The batter, number 13, shortstop, Babe Boomer.
This one ripped, but foul to the right. Next offering is fouled back. This one in the air, center field. Rodriguez on his way over. He's got it. 2 down.
Up next for the Brewers, the right fielder, Jackson.
1 gone, runner at first. Brandon Nimmo up next for the Mariners. And the 1-0. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe.
The batter, number 13,
Boomer,
shortstop,
a multi-Cy
Babe
Young
Boomer.
Award winner, 22 years old. And she's one of the few 2-time MVPs in the league. This one in the air, center field. Rodriguez under this one. And that will end the inning. Now here's Jake Bauers. The lefty, the 1-0. There goes the runner. That's in for a strike. Throw, save.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
Stepping in, Spencer Steer. Up the middle. Handles, throws to first. First out in the top of the 8th.
Well, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of her hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
And here is Akil Baddoo on the ground. Throws to first in time, and there's 2 away. Back now as it'll be a pinch hitter to lead off. Anthony Volpe.
Anthony Volpe.
Boomer had a rough go of it in the loss.
Definitely didn't do much of anything for him in this one. I think she knows she's capable of more. They took the loss, and she might have dragged him down a little bit.
Welcome into Date Palm Field. Spring training baseball coming your way. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Milwaukee Brewers. First pitch coming at you right after the break.
And now, please welcome your Milwaukee Brewers.
One down.
Second,
Now the number 2 hitter, Babe Boomer. Hit hard but foul off to the left. Yo, 1. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Oh, great stop. Nicely done for the out.
Batting third.
Well, it looks like they want to be real patient with him today. Make him come in the zone. Challenge these hitters. Make him work hard for his outs.
Ball, that's out.
Marsh gets his lead at first with nobody out. Swing and a foul out of play. Here's a 2-1. That one missed. Jackson Chourio in the Milwaukee on deck circle. (3-1) now. So a walk puts runners at first and second.
Up next for the Brewers, the right fielder, Jackson Chourio.
Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers. Popped up, and the infield fly is called.
Batter's out.
Up next for the Brewers, the first baseman, number 9, Vinny
First and second,
Pasquantino.
1 out. Vinny Pasquantino, and a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Two on, 1 out. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Runner around third. Fires to the plate. Safe. In comes the run from second. We're tied at 1.
Huge game-tying at bat right there. Came through in a big spot to drive in the run. Just one of those seen eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Runners at the corners here. 1 away. Here's Josh Young.
Number 6.
Traffic on the bases with 1 already in here in the last half of the third. In there. Got him looking for the K. Huge strikeout there. And now it's William Contreras.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Here comes the 0-1. Out to short. Henderson throws to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. On to inning. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the Brewers DH, Babe Boomer. Boomer, a former Cy Young Award winner, a member of the 1,000 hit club. Can't forget to mention she's a former MVP. Hit in the air out towards left center field. Pretty well struck. Grabs it on the run. 1 away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gap.
Boomer had a decent showing in the loss.
I think they expect her to make larger contributions than she did today. Nothing too bad, but nothing great either.